first thing I usually like to do when I get a new glove is just put it on my hand, see how it feels, maybe do a little bit of adjusting on the thumb and pinky laces. But I'll just leave it on my hand and just mess with it for like hours or whenever I'm sitting down watching TV or something. That's how I usually start when I get a new glove.
Probably kept it on my hand for the first like half hour I owned it. Just to feel it, I guess.
Going with the shape for my glove, there's a lot of different shapes out there, but the main thing I like to do with my glove is to keep the pinky pretty straight, but then also flare the thumb out a little bit. And to do that, the main thing, you start by breaking it in, and you'll take the thumb and you'll bend it out a little bit, but it won't really touch the pinky. And then you can take it like you can grab it at the top or put it on your hip or something. That'll usually break it in pretty nice. One thing you really want to also try and do is you don't want to get a fold right down the middle of your glove. You want to, for the break points of where the glove folds, you want to get one right by the two seams by the pinky and also right by the thumb. You really want to try and avoid doing anything with the palm. You want to keep that pretty flat.
Literally just have to work with it forever if it's a brand new glove, especially if it's depending on what brand it is, because some gloves, the leather's a lot softer than others.
A couple other things you want to do with your glove when you're breaking it in is you want to make sure you get a good pocket, and there's a lot of ways to do that. Some people take like a mallet or like a weight or a bat and pound right there. You can always take a ball and you shove it in there pretty nice, and there's a lot of ways to go about it. In all reality, the big main thing that you want to do when you're breaking in a new glove is just constantly work with it, shape it, and play catch. And while you're doing all that, while you're playing catch and stuff, you want to be able to be breaking it in as you go. You want to, because you'll play catch, and then while you're doing it, work at it, get it the right shape, because that's really the only way to keep the shape and keep it for a long time. Storing my glove, usually you don't want to just throw it down on the ground or like in a bag or under a box, because then it'll get flattened out. And as I said before, you want to that'll give you that big crease in the palm, and you really want to avoid that.
Don't fold it like right in half. It's probably the worst thing for a glove. And the storing is where you can get a crease like that. Make sure you don't just like put it on its side or someplace they can fall on it. Make sure it's just flat on its back or like on top on the thumb and the pinky.